Welcome to another production of ParkTV 16 Sports on location. This evening we are at the high school in Chanhassen, Minnesota, bringing you Section 6 finals in Class 3A basketball. Girls, that is. The Benilde-St. Margaret Red Knights, the number 2 seed, have made it through the bracket to the final game against the number 1 seed, the Holy Angels Co-Stars. These two teams met earlier this year, back in December, and the Holy Angels got the best of the Red Knights. Holy Angels also favor in their experience. They're a little bit older than the Red Knights, who are starting 2 freshmen, 2 sophomore, and a junior. And we're about to begin. Sierra Lumpkin, number 23, the junior, the senior statesman on this young Red Knights team, to go against their star over there for the Co-Stars, Grace Massaquoi, the senior, 5'10", and the Co-Stars are off with the first possession, and we're underway here. My name is Robert Christensen. Glad you're with us here at ParkTV 16 Sports. Winner goes to the state tournament. Tight defense there by Sierra Lumpkin. Now possessing the ball is number 42, Cassandra Carrick. She's 6'1", senior, second leading scorer, and there's great defense by Lumpkin and the Red Knights. They get the game's first turnover. Mcgee, who I was told was fighting a little bit of a hamstring injury, which may have explained why she was a little off last Saturday in that beautiful come-from-behind win against the Orono Spartans. Okay, first offensive possession, man-to-man defense by the Co-Stars. Red Knights being very deliberate here. Very patient. Sierra Lumpkin, now to Olivia Olsen, Metro Player of the Week in the Star Tribune. Had 25 points on Saturday against a very tough Orono team, and there is the freshman Zahara Bishop with the big rainbow 3 to lead it off for the Red Knights, and Olivia Olsen took an elbow right into the face as she tried to reach for that ball as it goes out of bounds in favor of the Co-Stars. So what a great start here for the Red Knights. Look at Zahara, wide open, and love that high rainbow shot. It's a work of art, isn't it? Now slipping there on the far side, that is number 2 for the Co-Stars, Grace Massaquoi, and there's her shot, and that's blocked. More good defense by the Red Knights here early. Now Massaquoi from the outside, and that is a pretty looking shot by that young woman right there, number 2, Grace Massaquoi. She is averaging 19.7 points a game, and now we've got a 1-2-2 press. Trap press, and that's the way you beat it, and it went off the Co-Stars. So we'll see how the young freshman guards can handle this very complex defense. They're doing a half-court trap where they're enticing them to get the ball over the line, and then they try to squeeze them right at the timeline and force them into a turnover. Now Olivia Olsen, her first possession, touch of the game. Her team up 3-2, turn around, maybe almost a travel, and she gets that to go, and that's not a good sign if you're the Co-Stars. Olivia Olsen, 1 for 1, 5-2, their lead. Now underneath, Massaquoi puts it up there, and she can't get it. That was kind of an ugly looking shot, and now falling over each other, no fouls there, just inadvertent contact, I think, between Olivia Olsen, who's, look at this move by her. But it's been a rough game. She is getting harassed out there twice. She's taken a couple of hard hits here early, and we're just 2 minutes into this thing. Now Grace Massaquoi, top of the key to number 42, Cassandra Carrick. Now to the near side, that's number 1, Ella Pritchard, 6-foot junior, drive. Sierra Lumpkin staying with her. Man-to-man defense for the Red Knights here. They up 5-2, under 16 minutes to go here, half number 1. Co-Stars have had some big victories on their way to this championship game, and that's a nice looking short jump shot from the near side. Number 31, that's Elizabeth Pierce, the junior. Now to the front court, and coming from out of nowhere is number 42, Cassandra Carrick, to knock that out of bounds. And there's that quick, those are tough little 8-foot jump shots from the side. And now Olivia Olsen, she can play point, post, wing, you name it. And right now she's playing point guard. Now Lumpkin. She's got to shoot that if they're going to leave her that wide open, and that might be the strategy for the Co-Stars. Ball loose. McGill comes right in, or Mcgee, and she draws the foul. She'll go to the line. I was told by the athletic director for Benilde that she is fighting a hamstring, and you can see just a little bit of a hitch. Hopefully it won't affect her free throw. Just a 9th grader out there. Off the back rim. 15-10 remaining. Our score 5-4. One team foul for the Red Knights, one team foul for on the Co-Stars, 0 for the Red Knights. A nice job there by Kendall Mcgee, looking to bounce back from a subpar performance on Saturday because she was injured. That free throw had to give her confidence. Now the Co-Stars, the give and go underneath. Good defense by Olsen. Massaquoi gets it back. Nice turnover dribble. Drives that short jumper off the rim. Ball loose. Massaquoi comes and gets it. Her second shot off the mark, and she draws the foul on Lumpkin. The Red Knights just unable to get their hands on that ball. They had it surrounded, and Massaquoi gets it again, puts it right back up again. That's a tough foul call. And Massaquoi might be showing a little nerves here herself, looking a little tight on that free throw attempt. So nerves certainly part of the mix here. I don't think either team has been to the state tournament in quite some time in girls basketball. So a monumental moment I'm sure these young women are feeling on both teams. Oh, that was a dangerous pass, I thought, by Olivia Olsen. Bishop trying to split the defense, and it gets taken away. And now a 3-on-1 break. Only Olsen there, and she gets the block, which will allow her teammates to catch up. Ball out of bounds. Watch Olivia Olsen, the little head fake, and was able to get the block without committing the foul. That is stellar athleticism. Now Co-Stars get into Margaret, and Lumpkin gets her hands on it, comes all the way in the backcourt. That's not over and back. They'll have 10 seconds to get it back, and now Grace brings it up, waves off her teammate to the left there, which was O'Rourke, and now Massaquoi comes in. They wanted to travel, no call. Now Mcgee, and she gets turned around, and this is what they're gonna run into right here. Look at how quickly they get that 1-2 trap, and that's one way to beat it back to Zahara Bishop. Her shot off the mark, though. Rebound to Wells. Now Mcgee from way outside off the mark. Rebound to the Co-Stars, number 10, Kira O'Rourke, the sophomore 6-footer. 6'5" our score. Quick shot from the outside. That's short. Good defense by Wells, getting a hand in her face, and there's a foul on the Co-Stars, number 4, who just missed that shot. That's Kaylee Caron, junior, 5'8" guard. And here's the foul. Yep. Bumped her there, so that's second team foul.
Freshman number 33 is Kastner.
Now Kastner checking in for Wells, who played great defense on her first stint out there. Just under 14 minutes to go on ParkTV 16 Sports. Glad you're with us. Good game so far, 6-5. You wondered if the Co-Stars were going to blow out the Red Knights. Some of the scores that the Co-Stars had coming in, they had 90 points in round 1 and 90 points in round 2. That's a lot of points. But that's also a beautiful three-point shot by number 31, Zahara Bishop, her second 3 of the evening, and she's got the Red Knights up by 4. And they are playing a high-pressure, half-court, man-to-man defense, and Mcgee gets that foul. And I'll say this here at the Chanhassen Gymnasium, the number of fans of the Red Knights, I think, outnumber the Co-Star fans 2-1 as we see that foul. And at the line for the Co-Stars is number, is that 22, I believe, 42, Cassandra Carrick. And she gets that one to go. Our score 9-6 here, 13.5 minutes remaining. Shot number 2 for Carrick, Cassandra, her sister. She's averaging 16.7 points per game. And she misses that second attempt, and now Olivia Olsen, she'll just take it from way outside, and that's short. Rebound to number 10, Kira O'Rourke, and she'll bring it quickly into the front court, now to the left side on the wing. Driving into the lane was Jenna Bauer. Now she kicks it out, and that ball way off the mark. Both teams a little cold. That could have been a travel right there. Olivia Olsen thinking aggressively. Good idea.
Returning to the floor for the Holy Angels star.
The tendency is to go a little too fast when you're young. I thought that almost could have been a travel before she actually passed the ball. No call though. 13:05 remaining now, half number 1. 9-6 our score, coming all the way down underneath, and the block by Lumpkin. And the defense of the Red Knights is the story here early on, and now they're going to call travel as Kastner, number 33, rolled on the ground with possession. That's usually going to be a travel call right here. But great defense by Lumpkin, and it gets down there. A little quick whistle. I don't know if she moved that much. You can judge for yourself. Now underneath and can't get it to go. Trying to muscle it up there was Ella Pritchard. And now a foul along the far side. Olivia Olsen had the ball. And maybe it wasn't a foul. As we look at Coach Michael Swan. Has this Benilde team, one of the best they've had in the 5 years or so that I've been coming to these matches, and now it's out of bounds. Great quick hands displayed by number 4 as we look at the coach, Dan Woods, head coach of the Academy of Holy Angels. They're located in Richfield, just down Highway 100, and Kendall Mcgee goes for the steal, can't come up with it. Now Massaquoi gets blocked, and Lumpkin is playing unbelievable defense here early on. The junior seems to be mixing it up there and causing a lot of havoc on the Co-Stars offense, but they are gonna stick with this press. And I think that's a smart strategy against inexperienced guards in a high pressure situation. Now Mcgee gets it in there to Lumpkin, can't get it to go. Ball loose, Co-Stars pick it up. Now to the front court on the near side is number 4, Kaylee Karen, and her shot is off the mark. Rebound. And somehow Charlotte Henry was able to get that ball away from Olivia Olsen, and now the foul committed by Sierra Lumpkin. Here's that sequence right here. The fake got Lumpkin to commit, and then the contact drew the whistle. 9-6 our score as we see number 15 check in, Mackenzie Wells. 12:10 remaining, clock underway. Now, quickly from the out-of-bounds pass, number 5 takes that shot, Jenna Bauer. The 5'9" sophomore misses, and now the ball's in the hands of Zahara Bishop, and a timeout by Michael Swan from way across the way. And I don't think it's a bad one either. His team up 9-6. They've been playing pretty well, and maybe a good time just to take a breather while they have possession. Talk things over. As I was saying, coming into this matchup, the Holy Angels Co-Stars have scored 90 points. They beat Richfield 90-42. They beat Hutchinson 90-60. 30-point wins. Meanwhile, Benilde took care of Mount Westonka pretty well. They beat them by 21 back on March 2nd. But then they had a tough 2-point victory over Orono, which may have toughened them up for a game like this. It was a high-pressure game, and they have found a way for 2 games that I've seen to pull it out at the last minute. They did it against Chaska, who was ranked ahead of them. But right now, I think the Red Knights I saw in the latest poll, the number 3 team in the state in Class 3A. And now we're underway. Under 12 to go here, first half. Red Knights 9-6. Defensive struggle here for both teams. Olivia Olsen, now Bishop over the corner to Mcgee, and she'll take another 3 from the outside off the back rim. And the rebound is in the hands of number 10, Kira O'Rourke. Now to the front court, and there's good defense now by Bishop, and they're off to the races. Bounce pass to Olsen, and that's where I feel they're just going a little too fast. I'm sure that's nerves has a lot to do with that. I'd be encouraging them to slow it down. But those nerves can make you motivated a little more, and there's a beautiful looking shot by Jenna Bauer. Wide open, nice and calmly puts that up there. Now underneath the look to Wells, and she can't get that layup to go. So the Red Knights struggling underneath with those shots, and we're tied at 9 with 11:08 to go, and there is a running jump shot by number 42, Cassandra Carrick, and we might start to find out why the Co-Stars are so good. And there's the interception, dangerous pass cross court. And that's where that press, you can just see, you're just going right into the teeth of it when you go cross court down the way there. So they're gonna need to do a tutorial on how to break this type of press as we look at that beautiful looking shot by Jenna Bauer. Bauer on the year is averaging 12.7 points per game. She's the 3rd leading scorer, and you can see with that shot, she's got to line up another one over here, and that is off the mark, and Mcgee's gonna get called for the foul as tumbling to the ground was Cassandra Carrick, and I'm not so sure. And now we're gonna have a little meeting. We look at that shot off the mark, and
number 30, Kendall Mcgee.
A little bit over the back. I think they're probably going to call on McGee.
In the lineup for...
And now I like to see this move by Michael Swan with 10:43. In comes the senior, very calm, experienced leader on the Red Knights. Lindsay Layton, the captain. She did wonders when she came in against Orono. I thought she turned the tide, actually, her presence on the court for those several minutes, and McGee can't quite get the steal. Now stepping up with a shot from the outside and draining it. Number 42, Cassandra Carrick, and that brought a big smile on her face as now suddenly the Co-Stars have owned up a 5-point lead. Dangerous time for the Red Knights here. They need somebody to get it going, and that's the person, the All-American Olivia Olsen. And I think we're going to start to see a scoring machine from both sides of that. Mitchell is launched from the far side by number 5, Jenna Bauer, off the mark. And now in the hands of Zahara Bishop. Her team down to 14-12. 10 minutes to go here. Zetsakwai, Olivia Olsen spins away down underneath to Wells. She takes a hit and it goes in. No call on that. I can't believe it. 14 apiece, and it's starting to heat up now. Great student section on hand for the Red Knights, standing, occupying almost a whole section on my left behind your camera angle, and you can hear them. And they are excited about their girls Red Knight basketball team as we look at number 42, Cassandra Carrick. She's 6'1", senior. Steps to the left and banks it in. I don't think she called that, but it counts. And it's 17-14. Now Layton, so steady out there. Zahara Bishop. She'll put up another rainbow off the back rim, just missed. Rebound to Wells, and she took a hit. And she gives it the turnover as the shot goes in for Grace Massaquoi, who's off to a slow start, their leading scorer, coming in at almost 20 per game, and now back the other way to Wells. Nice look downfield, or down court by Olivia Olsen. 19-16, and it is starting to heat up here. Still winter outside, but in here, you know the signs of spring are here when it's girls basketball tournament time. And now in the corner, the shot by number 31, and that's all net by Elizabeth Pierce, 5'9" junior. Now Layton breaks the press, and that's how you break it, in the middle. So the Red Knights starting to get a little more comfortable. They got to be a little more definite in their passes, and now the block on number 31, Pierce, on McGee. That'll be the 6th foul. Look at that quick pop shot, huh? A thing of beauty by number 31 there. Elizabeth Pierce showing great shooting form. Bishop will have his seat along with Wells. Checking in is Brooklyn Miller. Also a steadying influence off the bench, the number 10. So number 20, what's her number? Yeah, number 20, the sophomore. Layton will pass it into Miller. They are going for those steals. Red Knights got to be very intentional about possession of that ball. They're down 5 here. As we're now below, approaching 8 minutes to go. Way on the far side, McGee needs to make one. She's missed 3 long ones. Olsen underneath gets that rebound. She'll put up the quick jumper off the mark. Rebound to Massaquoi. Now the lead pass ahead to 42, Caron off the mark, but Massaquoi gets the follow-up. And that was a great fast break. Holy Angels now up by 7. Late. And there's the steal by the Co-Stars, Lola Pritchard, and that press is starting to work wonders against the inexperienced Red Knights. Layton gets that rebound. Red Knights need a basket, and here's Olivia Olsen, the sophomore, the turnaround behind the back dribble that goes in. They call the travel. There may have been an extra step. Let's see if we can figure it out. Right here. Yeah, maybe. A little bit of a waltz. Travel was the call. Now with 7:27 to go, our score 23-16. Bringing the ball carefully up the court is Kira O'Rourke. Now Massaquoi, Grace comes in, gets to the left and gets it to go in. Showing her great athleticism, number 2 there, Grace Massaquoi, the senior. And now Brooklyn Miller trying to break this press, and there they get it down to Bishop. Quick fake move, quick jump shot underneath, can't get it to go. Nice job kicking it back out to McGee. She needs a hoop here, and she gets it. Showing her athleticism, she turns right in there off the board and in for number 30, Kendall Mcgee. Red Knights down 7. 25-18. 6:47 remaining. Co-Stars into the front court. Well below their average of 90 points in the first 2 rounds of the Section 6 bracket. Top of the key to number 34. That is Vivian Carter, an 8th grader herself, but a 6-footer, and there's another big-time shot. And now we're starting to see why the Co-Stars score. They are excellent outside shooters. Now Brooklyn Miller into the corner to Kastner. Now to Olsen. She's triple teamed down there, and you can understand why. I'm sure their defensive strategy is stop Olsen, will stop the Red Knights, and Olsen throws one up there, and it was blocked in part. The crowd for Benilde wanted a foul there, didn't get it. Down the front court, number 42, Cassandra Carrick, to number 10, O'Rourke. Down low, good defense by Kastner, she hits the deck. Rebound, and a foul is gonna be on number 31, Zahara Bishop. That'll be the 6th team foul on the Red Knights. There's the look, good defense by Kastner. And then there's the foul right there. Although, you know, who initiated the contact? The shooter did. It's always a tough judgment call, isn't it? But that first free throw is made by Ella Pritchard. And now an 11-point lead, the largest of the evening. 5:52 remaining first half. Section 6 final, and the Co-Stars, Ella Pritchard delivers that free throw for a 12-point lead. Now Mcgee into the front court. Bounce pass underneath the Kastner, and they just can't get it to go in. That was a nice looking play. Just couldn't finish it. Now Massaquoi shot her shot short. Now Bishop with the rebound. 5:35 to go. She looks at the double team and she gets it over the timeline. Now Miller comes over to bail her out. Back to Bishop. All right, now they're set. And they are doing that little trap. You can see number 4 coming out. That's Kaylee Karen. They try to trap her, and that forces that kind of pass, which can be dangerous. Miller coming in, and nobody there on the centering pass, much like hockey, and then off to the races, and the block by Bishop, and then it goes off her foot. And that is just unfortunate after a great athletic play. Watch Bishop here. Great concentration, and off to she was ready to go, and it just lost off her knee there, out of bounds. So possession will remain with Holy Angels. Up 12, now into Massaquoi. Massaquoi turn shot, gets stopped by Kastner. She came over to help Olsen, and now Kastner, what a scrappy rebound by her. Number 33, Kate Kastner, playing tough as nails out there. Another one of the few freshmen that are getting starting minutes out here. Now Olsen, relatively quiet. Now to Mcgee, 4:41 remaining. Olsen, Mcgee from outside, and now she gets it to go. That's her first of 4, first one made of long range. And now we have a timeout on the court, Kendall Mcgee, and they're gonna need her as they tie up Olivia Olsen. They're gonna need Kendall Mcgee, and she's now starting to warm up here with 4 minutes and 30 seconds remaining, half number 1. And a second timeout of the afternoon. And I don't know who this winner will play in the state tournament. I guess they do that seedings after all the tournaments are decided. Both these teams coming in with stellar records. The Red Knights 22-6. Holy Angels 21-5. And as I mentioned at the top of the broadcast, they played each other once before, and Holy Angels got the best of the Red Knights by about 20 back in December. And they are the more experienced team, and I'd say they're just also a little bit bigger across the board. All these girls are 6 feet, 5'10", 6 feet, 6'1". It's pretty tall right across the board there. And the Angels are now back on the court. Red Knights about ready to break their huddle. As we can see some of the Holy Angels fans across the way there. We're at Chanhassen High School. You're watching ParkTV 16 Sports. My name is Robert Christensen. Glad you're with us. See if the Red Knights can make a run here late in the first half. That would be exactly what they need. We'll see if that timeout has any positive impact on how this rest of the first half goes for the Red Knights, and that could have been a travel, I thought. Number 42, Cassandra Carrick. Now driving hard is Pritchard, and that shot off the mark at Olivia Olsen. So good defensive play there by the Red Knights, and Olsen gives it up now into the corner, and having checked into the game for the Red Knights is number 10, who often gets minutes, Brooklyn Pettis, and that shot goes in for Kastner. It's not pretty stuff, but they're getting their baskets, and they're hanging in there, just down 7 now with 3:45 to go. Co-Stars in the corner, shot from the outside, off the rim, rebound right back to Pritchard, and now ball loose, and they call a jump ball, and the possession arrow favors the Red Knights, and that's a well-timed possession arrow for the Red Knights. Look at that shot come out, and then Kastner. She is a scrappy player, that number 33. All right, now the full court press on the Red Knights. And they get it up ahead to Kastner. 3.5 minutes to go, and she gets it just barely to Mcgee. Now to the top, that is Pettis. Quick rotation, Olivia Olsen, she's got a chance, she drives, she drove the foul, and are they gonna call that before the shot?
Number 42,
No, it's gonna be a 2-point shooting foul, so that stops the clock. Right here, Olivia Olsen faked her out big time with the head nod to the right, goes left, draws the foul, goes to the line. (30-24). And for number 1, that's her 6th, 7th point of the first half. Now 3:20 to go, 5-point differential here. Co-Stars into the front court to Grace Massaquoi. Down low, getting position, and coming over for the defense. A little late on the help, but I don't know. I thought she might have gotten all ball, but that's going to be a foul on her, number 33, Kastner. Judge for yourself on the replay. I don't know.
Number 42,
looks like she got all ball to me. 3:11 remaining at the line, though, is number 42, Cassandra Carrick. I'm curious about that number. It's Brooks Robinson's number. Forever retired in Major League Baseball. Nobody can wear number 42 on a Major League Baseball team. Now Olsen to Pettis. Getting guarded, she gets it, breaks it very well. You want to go the opposite way, and now they're going to call a foul on the Co-Stars. That'll be their 6th team foul, so the Red Knights are not in the bonus. Look at the replay here. Mcgee going in there. Oh, yeah. That's a foul, but before the shot, so no shooting. 3:01 remaining. Pettis off the bench will throw it in, number 10 there. And right underneath the Kastner, she wasn't quite ready for it. Got it back to Pettis and still kept position. Pettis comes in, can't quite get it to go. Rebound to number 5 for the Co-Stars, Jenna Bauer. Now into the front court is number 10, Kira O'Rourke, 6-foot guard to Massaquoi, the leading scorer. To the far side, the quick shot by number 4, Kaylee Caron. And Mcgee gets the rebound, and she saves it right underneath her own basket into the hands of number 5, Jenna Bauer, and that shot is missed, but boy, that is a dangerous thing to save it underneath your own basket, because it can go right to the other team who can lay it in for an easy 2.
Subbing in for the Red Knights, Sahara Bishop.
Now Bishop will check in for Wells. There she is. She's had 2 nice, beautiful rainbow-looking threes, especially early on. In fact, she made the first basket of the match. 7-point lead here, 2:26 to go. Massaquoi gets it up there, and now it comes right back to her. It's like amazing how the ball's just been bouncing their way. And now they're gonna call a foul, or should have been a jump ball, but they're gonna call a foul on Olivia Olsen.
Also number 33, Kate Napster, that's her 3rd.
See the replay here.
Grace Massaquoi on the line, shooting 2.
Yeah, maybe on the wrist. The question is they need to be blocking her out better, and Massaquoi looks a little flustered at the line here. Her team up by 7, 2:19 on the clock, first half. And that's off the mark. Boy, those free throws could haunt the Co-Stars. If I was a Red Knight player, I'd be using that as motivation. That they're psyched out, but that shot off the mark. Now the steal by Pettis, and she draws the foul, and that's gonna be a shooting foul now. 1-and-1 for Pettis. And what a nice steal by number 10.
Also number 4, Kaylee Karen, that's her second.
Ninth grader coming up big time for the Red Knights, just when they need it. 2:08 to go here.
At the line, Brooklyn Pettis.
Free throws, especially in championship games like this, are so critical. And she gets that to go. What great poise out there for Brooklyn Pettis. Biggest game of her life, I'm sure. Can't get the second one to go. 6-point lead, Co-Stars, and oh, they wanted a double dribble. I'm not sure, I'd have to see the replay. It looked like she saved it safely, or legally, I should say. Now driving the baseline, trying to get it in, and she's out of bounds. Great defense by Olivia Olsen as they were fighting for position on that baseline. Clock stopped with 1:54 to go. Red Knights down 6. Now Pettis will throw it in. Still the 1-2-2 full court trap. It's complicated stuff, hard to beat sometimes. Oh, she's caught, and there's Pettis to save the day again. She drives in, draws the contact, and no call on that. I can't believe that. Wow.
Subbing in for the Red Knights. Number 15,
Judge for yourself. They are just
Wells.
leaving her free.
Replacing
Boy, I don't know about that. That looked like a foul for sure. Our score, 32-26. You're watching ParkTV 16 Sports. Glad you're with us from Chanhassen High School. That's our location. 1:34 remaining, half number 1. The winner of tonight's matchup will go to the state tournament in Minnesota. Missing is Bishop. That opens up some possibilities for the Co-Stars, and in and out. Rebound to Mcgee with 1:20 to go in the first half. She drives the length of the court, scoops it up, can't get it to go. And now here come the Co-Stars back the other way with 1:11 to go. And the pass just missing. Led her too far, and another turnover against the Co-Stars. So both teams showing some impatience in this huge game, and now the 1-2-2 full court trap. And that's exactly what it is. They try to trap her right there. Olsen goes right around the side, comes in on her own, and gets it to go. Those running jump shots, folks, are very difficult to execute. And now it's a 4-point differential with 56 remaining. Massaquoi into the corner, quickly rotated out to the right wing, short of the rim, and rebound to Olivia Olsen, and she spins around and has her head up, looking down the court. She's got Wells on her left and Kastner on her right. Now gets it back out to Bishop. Now to the corner, Mcgee is wide open. Can she get this one? Oh, the mark, but rebound by Wells. Her putback is off the mark. Now rebound to the Co-Stars with 32 seconds remaining. 1-on-3, all by herself and blocked, and they're gonna call a foul by Bishop, and I don't know about that. That referee was in not a good position to make that call. The referee is way over on the far side. I don't know how he can make that call. And that was a good block. You gotta be in a position to make the call. You gotta recognize that there are optical illusions. Where you are on the court may not be accurate, and you've gotta take that totality of the circumstances into your judgment on making foul calls. It's one of my biggest pet peeves. You know, if you didn't see it, you didn't see it. You can't think you saw it. All right, enough of my lecturing. 28.4 to go here. Our score, 32-28. Shot made by Ella Pritchard. 27 seconds, 6-point differential. Bishop to Pettis. He's played good minutes, and they're gonna call travel. That's a turnover late here in the first half. Ninth graders struggling against that press, and it has created some turnovers for the Co-Stars for sure. And now Pettis will have a seat. She played some really tough key minutes, I thought, for the Red Knights, and was a catalyst into getting them a little closer, as they were down 11 at one point, and now they're down 6. Like to keep it there, as it looks like they're gonna hold it for a last shot. That is Grace Massaquoi, the leading scorer. You think she's gonna shoot the ball? I'll bet she does. No, she kicks it out to number 31. Pierce off the mark, rebound to Wells. 1.4 seconds remaining, Olsen has it. Gets a last second shot off too late as it ricochets off the backboard. And our score at halftime from Chanhassen High School, Co-Stars 34, Red Knights 28. Come on back for the determining second half on ParkTV 16 Sports.
Your story doesn't have to end. As an organ donor, the good in you can live on. In fact, you can save up to 8 lives through organ donation. Sign up to give the gift of life after you're gone. You'll be happy you did. Just maybe, someone else will too. Sign up online today as an organ, eye, and tissue donor at organdonor.gov. It saves lives.
Welcome back to ParkTV 16 Sports on location. We are at Chanhassen High School in Chanhassen, Minnesota, bringing you the finals of Section 6 3A girls basketball. The number 2 Red Knights down by 6 coming into the second half against the number 1 seed Academy of the Holy Angel Stars. I'm Robert Christensen, glad you're with us. And so far the Red Knights are much less experienced than the Stars, but they've been hanging in there, down 6 here as we're about to begin half number 2. And the point totals in the first half, the 2 big scorers for both teams, Olivia Olsen, who's averaging 20-something a game, had 9 in the first half, and their big scorer, who averages 20 a game, Grace Massaquoi, also had 9. Bishop and McGee both had 6, Mackenzie Wells 4, and Kate Kastner 2. Yeah, all right, we're underway, and the Stars have the first possession in their dark blue uniforms, going left to right, and the shot from the outside, out of the gate, missed by number 31, Elizabeth Pierce. So a nice break for the Red Knights, and now Olivia Olsen. Down low to Sierra Lumpkin. She has to get it back out to the top of the key. Good ball rotation for the Red Knights. Spin move down low to Wells. She puts it up and in. Nifty looking play there, the Red Knights, and that looked good coming out of the halftime there. Now they're down 4. Now quickly. Ooh, that could have been a stutter step travel. Now Massaquoi working the middle of that lane, has to kick it out. Olsen now on Massaquoi. She comes in, and Olsen gets the better of that on defense, and she's off to the races. 3 Red Knights ahead of her. She comes in all by herself off the board, and it was a tough angle. No foul by Lumpkin, and she does exercise great patience there. She wanted to reach in and thought better of it. Now the Stars into the front court. They're up 4. The give and go executed nicely between number 42, Cassandra Carrick, as she took the feed from 31, Elizabeth Pierce, and the Stars are back up by 6, and now the steal by Massaquoi, and great defense by McGee to distract Massaquoi. Now back the other way, down low, as McGee finds Lumpkin for the easy 2, and now it's 36-32. Back into the front court are the Stars. Massaquoi. Ball almost goes out of bounds. Nice save there by Charlotte Henry. Now the shot from the top of the key, off the mark. Olsen with the rebound. Great basketball game here early in the second half. Now down low to Wells as she takes the bounce pass, draws contact, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2. That stops the clock with 16-13 to go. Here's the replay. Nice, nifty little bounce pass, and I am very impressed. This Red Knight team does not look too, the moment is not too big for them. I thought I saw a little bit of that fear in their eyes on Saturday, but I don't see it at all right now, and they are playing very well, and so is that woman. Speaking of Wells, that's Mackenzie Wells, the junior. That's her 3rd point here this early in the second half, as Massaquoi now, their number 1 scorer, is going to take an early seat here in the second half. I bet she doesn't stay there very long. Okay, Wells, her 2nd attempt, and that's off the back rim, rebound into the hands of Ella Pritchard. Now to the front court, that's Cassandra Carrick, and she takes a huge 3. Way short, and that was from way out. Now McGee gets right by the defense. Her speed coming in all the way, and it gets blocked. Rebound to Olivia Olsen, and she gets to go. And displaying excellent touch there. And now the Red Knights are just down 1. They have closed the gap with 15:51 to go. Down low on the post, spin move, blocked by both Wells and Olsen. And they both got all ball, but the ball ended right back up in the Stars' hands. That was number 31, Pierce, who got rejected underneath. Now, Cassandra Carrick. Olsen out to Garter. On the far, going along the baseline with the reverse layup attempt. Missed. And now the foul on number 1, Ella Pritchard. And the momentum has obviously changed here in the Red Knights' favor early in the first half. Watch Mcgee just blow by both those Stars, showing excellent speed. And then Olsen with the quick putback. And those are tough to make. That ball almost spun out. And now there's this press. It's caused the Red Knights some difficulty. I'm sure they talked about it at halftime. And there's how you beat it. Gotta make them though. Wells just can't get that to go. Those hurt. Now the steal by Olsen. Wells back to Olsen, and there, that's just that lack of patience, and then the foul on Lumpkin. Boy, the temptation is just to move and go so fast. That impulse can get you in trouble in matches like this. All right, now the co-stars. Bishop out to meet her opponent at half court. Now to number 1, Ella Pritchard on the wing. Person-to-person defense by the Red Knights. That's number 10, O'Rourke. Now, the younger Karen takes the shot off the mark. Olsen with a nice rebound, and boy, she has done really well here on the defensive boards in the second half, facing the double team, gets it across the timeline, and all those passes. Don't they remember Brett Favre in the NFC Championship game? You cannot go across the grain. That includes basketball. As Mcgee works awful hard to get that foul called, and she'll go to the line. Just muscling it up there, getting another one, and taking all kinds of hits.
At the line, shooting a pair, Kendall Mcgee, 2 shots.
Kendall Mcgee, the freshman. Chance to tie it with that shot. Nice touch.
For the Stars,
7 points for Mcgee now. Massaquoi now re-enters the game after sitting out for about 2 minutes. She looked a little rough out there as we look at Mcgee, just a freshman. I like what I see of these Red Knights here in the second half. They've come out and they've tied it up, 36 apiece. I'm not even sure if it was a 34. I guess maybe the Stars have one basket here in the second half as we're now approaching 14 minutes to go. 14:22, that could have been a travel, the shot. And there it is, the travel. My eyes did not deceive me.
For the Red Knights, number 33,
right there.
Kastner in the lineup.
I don't think it was at the end. I thought it was at the beginning. Sometimes they just do that little quick step before they actually go, and that's 2 steps. All right, now the press once again. So far, the Red Knights have handled it here in the second half. Now Kastner in the middle. There's that cross pass. My goodness, they're so dangerous. Underneath, Lumpkin gets to go in off the glass and in. 38-36, 14:05 to go. Now the Stars quickly into the front court. The number 1 seed down by 2, and there's a foul on Kastner. She thought she got the ball, and so did the Red Knight fans here.
Also number 33,
their numbers are in abundance right there. Oh, she got her on the wrist. Yep.
At the line,
good call.
Is Jenna Bauer.
That is going to be the 2nd team foul, but that is Kastner's 4th personal. So 1 more for her, and she will be out of the game.
1 more.
And there's the nice putback by Sierra Lumpkin. Such a solid player out there. Okay, now at the line, number 5, Jenna Bauer. Or Bauer, I should say, B-U-E-R, Bauer. All right, she converts. We're tied at 38. 13:56 remaining from the Chanhassen High School Section 6 championship. Now Olsen. Massaquoi on her. Olsen gets it to go, almost gets it to go in. She was watching it all the way from the hardwood floor. Yeah, she got it. That is going to be
Olivia Olsen
Massaquoi's 1st personal. And the Stars' 4th team foul. Olsen, this is a key free throw there. Clock stopped with 13:46 remaining. Olsen now checking in Mackenzie Wells for Kastner. As I mentioned just a moment ago, Kastner has 4 personals. But I expect we'll see her before too long. And Olsen gets that one to go. 1 point lead for the Red Knights. They've been pretty good in tight matches against what other people would say were superior opponents. And there's another travel. That's what I'm talking about, and I'm glad they're starting to call that. It's just a bad habit, and if it doesn't get called, they keep doing it. Yeah, right there. That's the little shuffle step. You can't do that. Completely illegal. Now in the corner, McGee, she's gonna put up another one. I think she's feeling it. Oh, she can't get it. Rebound, Lumpkin, and it gets taken away. And now the Stars just hauling it in was number 4, Kaylee Caron. Now quickly back to Kaylee Caron, and she puts up a long 3. That hits all iron, and long rebound into the corner, into the hands of Zahara Bishop. She looks ahead to Olsen. Lumpkin was underneath. She chose to forgo that wisely, and she banks it in with somebody all over, draped on her arm. And now the Red Knights are up by 3. 13 minutes to go. State tournament berth on the line here. Red Knights have battled back from a 6-point deficit at the end of half number 1. Now on the post, turned, quickly shooting is Karen, and it goes in. If you're a Stars fan, that was a break they needed. Now they'll put the press back on. 41-40, Lumpkin gets it across the timeline, drives the lane, pulls up. She's getting harassed. Now at the top of the key, Olsen with 2:28 remaining, 12:28 remaining, excuse me. Zahara Bishop on the far wing. Mike Swan calling out instructions from his sideline beat. McGee wide open. They're just daring her to take that shot, and she's only made 1. So you can understand why. Now Olsen from way outside, and she gets it to go, and that is big time stuff, folks. She's clapping her hands. She's starting to feel it. Puts her team up 4. Now answering right back, and that is a killer, isn't it? Kaylee Caron, the junior 5'8" guard, answers right back. It's 44-43, Red Knights, 11:49 remaining. Bishop breaks the trap. So far, they've broken it every time. Now, McGee with Bishop. Look at how far the perimeter defense is out for the Stars. They put the pressure on the ball, and it pays off. Massaquoi with the interception. Comes in against Olsen. Olsen gets the block. No call. And now the push foul call. Or was that a timeout? Timeout by Mike Swan. Watch this stellar defense.
Benilde-St. Margaret's balls a full
right
60
there.
seconds.
Just got enough of the ball. Great restraint by the official, who was not in a position to see it because he was screened by the back of Olsen. And good job not guessing as we look at this replay, and look at that shot. No hesitation from way outside that 3-point line. That's why Olivia Olsen is maybe the best player in the state. There might be a couple over there at Hopkins that might be a little better, but I don't know. She was named Metro Athlete of the Week, and here's what they wrote about Olivia Olsen, Benilde-St. Margaret's basketball. The sophomore guard has scored at least 20 points with 3 30-point performances in 12 of her past 13 games, and has the Red Knights 22-6. 1 win away from advancing to the Class 3A state tournament, and that is the truth, folks, as we have 22 seconds left here in the timeout taken by the Red Knights. They are clinging to a 1-point lead, 14 fouls for the Stars, 2 for the Red Knights. We look at some of the Stars fans, and now the Stars come out of their timeout. They look a little more beleaguered than what they looked like in the first half, just gauging their body language. Now here come the Red Knights. And the throw in for Zahara Bishop. And there's that half full court trap by the Stars. And quickly it's beat to McGee, driving underneath to Wells, and she draws the foul on Massaquoi. That's going to be her 2nd personal and the team 5th. And there's McGee taking it down and keeping her heads up, gets it to, oh my goodness, violent. Right across the forehead there. Boy, these girls are tough taking hits like that. Mackenzie Wells, the junior, the lefty, showing no signs of nerves there. Talking to Lumpkin. Red Knights looking very, very comfortable right now. Up by 2 with a chance to go up by 3 to match their largest lead of the evening, and for sure their largest lead of the second half. 11:15 to go. Just a little approaching halfway through, and there's the interception by Mcgee, and she's got Bishop on the right. She comes in with the left side, and it goes off the rim, no call, and out of bounds, and they're gonna give it to the Red Knights. Both officials looked at each other, and they did agree. Let's see what happened here. Jones, she just missed the shot. Good no call. Olsen coming in there, and the ball goes out of bounds. It looked like off the leg of a Star. So a break there for the Red Knights. 11:03 remaining. Throw in for Zahara Bishop. Now she gets it into Lumpkin. Lumpkin now surveying the territory. Now Mcgee. She'll drive from the point. Picks up her dribble. Now Olsen, the quick 3 from three-point land, and it goes off the rim and out of bounds. Olsen, she's got 17 on the night. She had 9 in the first half. Already 8 here in half number 2. We're not even halfway through it. Now the throw in to number 10. That is Kira O'Rourke. O'Rourke into the front court. Bishop on her for the Red Knights. Now to number 1, Pritchard, down low, driving with the scoop shot and getting it to go. Nifty play by Cassandra Carrick, number 42. Gets the Stars back within 1, and there's that full court press again. Oh, they called a carry there. I was looking away. Tough turnover there. Carry it. Let's see. We're going to look at the scoring play here. Nice head fake and then a drive. Keeping that shoulder down and just getting it to barely going off that rim. Cassandra Carrick, impressive player for the Stars. Okay, 10.5 minutes to go, and now a chance for them to regain the lead as they're down 1. 10:20 remaining, half number 2. Number 1 seed against the number 2 Red Knights. Now Massaquoi, leading scorer, but only 9 so far. The big shot from outside, the younger Karen goes off. Oh, a bad break. Another chance at it off the rim. Hard rebound, comes way out to Massaquoi. Massaquoi now behind the dribble. Bishop guarding her very well. Lumpkin came over for the help, and that's exactly what it did as she pulls that ball out. And now gives it up to Mcgee. She's got her head up, and she's got a full head of steam coming all the way in. Can't get it to go. Olsen can't get the rebound, and it ends up in the hands of the Stars, Cassandra Carrick. And a foul on Mcgee, and that just was a frustration foul, wasn't it?
Also number 30, Kendall Mcgee.
Only the team's 3rd of the second half, so no real danger there, and maybe not a bad idea just to slow it down a little bit. But Mcgee not showing any signs of a nagging hamstring, and now the front, she almost comes away with it, and sneaking in between the defense was McCarron, and she's looking a little tired now. Now Mcgee with the quick bounce pass to Bishop, and she gets it to go in. Our score 48-45, back to a 3-point lead for the Red Knights. Now on the post, quick turnaround shot by McCarron, and she is looking tired. That was a tired-looking shot. No call. I can't believe that. Now Mcgee, if they don't start calling this, it's gonna get really rough out there. Now Kastner with 4 fouls on her, gets it to go. And the crowd here at the Red Knights are rabid. Nice look there by Mcgee, and I do see the Stars team starting to look a little tired. In fact, I'm looking over at 42, she's bent over. She might even have cramps over by the bench. If we can get a camera on that, maybe. But here was Olsen on that replay. Oh yeah, that's why she's hurt, and she is, yeah. And that's a sign of tiredness too, just reaching like that, putting your body in the way. All right, following that sequence, Red Knights with their largest lead of the game, just under 9 minutes to go. They've done a nice job containing that person right there. And she is off her game. That's Grace Massaquoi, and now foul call on, or was it out of bounds? Not quite sure what that was. Travel.
For the Stars, 31.
All right, now 31 checking in. Elizabeth Pierce for Grace Massaquoi. Who's way off her average. She has only 9 points. Kastner almost got stolen, and there it is again. Oh my goodness, and that's gonna be a foul on Olivia Olsen. almost the exact play on the other side, except they called the foul this time, but there's Olsen coming right in there. My goodness. That is a big time hit there.
That's her first personal foul, team 4.
It is rough out there right now. Okay, 5-point differential, 8:40 to go. Ball in the hands of number 10, Kira O'Rourke, a sophomore 6-foot point guard for the Stars. Now driving all the way, the tired Cassandra Carrick draws the foul, and she'll go to the line and shoot 2. So both teams kind of treating it like a running game. You know, they get it at the top of the key, and then they are heck bent on taking it to the rim. Whoever in their way, they're just going to pull them over, draw contact, get fouls, go to the line. As McCarron makes that first one. She still looks a little winded out there. And her second shot is short. And now the rebound possession arrow favors the Red Knights. Look at that tug of war between number 1, Ella Pritchard, and Mackenzie Wells. You don't think these girls want this game badly? Yes, they do, as they should. Great competitiveness here on display. Girls basketball at its finest. They get it in across the line to Lumpkin with 8:20 to go in the match, and now the turnover. Or not, they're gonna give it back to the Red Knights, and I frankly couldn't see. Mike Swan, he's not gonna argue with that. And there's the coach, Dan Woods, let's see. Well, she didn't touch it, so I think that was a decent enough call. It probably went off the co-star. Bishop didn't touch it, that's for sure. Our replay showed that. All right, 8:13 to go. Olsen with the ball and the 4-point lead. And she got trapped and suffered as she lost it, and the left-handed layup executed beautifully by Ella Pritchard. Her right there, now a 2-point lead for the Red Knights. Critical part of the game here. As you know, the Stars are gonna make a run. Can they withstand it, keep their wits about them under this high-pressure cooker of a game? That shot by Bishop. Short of the mark, and this is where nerves are going to start to creep in. Your shot, you're not quite as fluid. You're getting a little tight. So much of this is mental. Now below to Karen, her shot off the mark, and she comes and just clobbers Olivia Olsen. My goodness, these girls are just beating each other up. Watch this hammer, bang! Not a lot of restraint, and are they going to call this a technical? I think they are. No, it's a one-on-one. Oh, that's what that is. So, as we look at Pritchard come in off the steal, Olsen sort of slipped and got kind of caught in that double team. But now she's at the line with 7:36 remaining, 2-point lead. Can it be true? The Red Knights are 7:46 away from a state tournament berth as Olsen gets that one to go. It's her 18th point of the evening, averaging about 23 a game. And that shot off the mark, 51-48. These two teams have been in a war, folks. A heavyweight final to be sure in the Section 6 3A girls basketball tournament. Okay, that's number 10, Kira O'Rourke. She's their quarterback. Now to the far side, Cassandra Carrick. She's looking to go no matter what. Take the shot off the mark. Rebound goes into the hands of Bishop, that is. Now in the front court, Olsen. She's looking right for the net underneath them. Wells is wide open and can't get it to go. And now she takes a hard fall. She ran into her own player. And now she's slow getting up, and she may be hurt as she shakes it off. And now a hard foul on the other side is going to be called on 31. Bishop, wow, it is getting crazy here. There's the block on Bishop, good call.
That's her third personal foul.
That's Bishop's third, and now both teams are going to be in the bonus. Just like that, that comes with 6:51 remaining. And right there, Wells, that's a couple she's missed underneath. So tough in these high-pressure soccer games. Now checking in will be number 33, Kastner, and it's wise, I think, to have Mackenzie Wells have a seat. She did take a rough hit there. Several of these players are going to be black and blue come tomorrow morning. That is one thing for certain. Now the shot made by Pritchard. 51-50, you can't get better with 6:51 remaining in the second half. Now to the front court to Mcgee. Mcgee gets double teamed and out of bounds off of McCarron. Just aggressive defense by both sides. Clock stopped with 6:44 to go. That's Dan Woods, the head coach for the Holy Angels Stars. Now Olsen. They could use a big three from her here. She's looking to the right. Now Mcgee. Facing the double team trap. Now Lumpkin rotates it around to Olsen. Massaquoi comes out to engage her. Olsen comes in and draws the foul. Massaquoi got her on the wrist and interfered. Not much protest from her, number 2. Olsen comes in, had possession, and got her on the wrist right there. Good call. So Olsen, these free throws are so critical. 51:50 remaining, and she gets that one to go. Beautiful looking shot by the sophomore on the national team. And she gets that to go. 3-point lead, 6:27 to go from Chanhassen High School. Now to the front court, Bishop on O'Rourke. Driving the baseline and getting it underneath, but can't get the blow, and now Lumpkin gets it. Now Olsen, she's got her head up, she crosses the timeline, and almost lost it, but into the hands of Mcgee. Bounce pass underneath the Kastner, and it gets tied up. Jump ball. Massaquoi got right in there and got her hands on it. Nice defense by number 2. Grace Massaquoi gets the possession back. Their team down 3, the number 1 seed Stars. As we look at that replay there, Kastner playing tough for the Red Knights. Now into the front court. Holy Angels, under 6 minutes to go. Bishop playing great defense there on number 10, Kira O'Rourke. Now into the lane, back out to Cassandra. And the steal by Lumpkin. The junior on the left side comes in with the left hand and can't get it to go. Mcgee, rebound. And boy, those little dink shots have just been costing them. My goodness, what a waste. And the block by Olsen. Clock stopped with 5.5 minutes to go. And after a really slow start in the first half of this game, as it heated up in here. 53-50 with 5:30 to go. Wells now will check back in. Lumpkin will get a rest. Boy, she had a great defensive play there and just couldn't finish it. Her team still up by 3 here. Now Cassandra, and that's going to be the hold on Mcgee. Mcgee has, is that going to be her 4th personal?
That's her 4th personal.
4th personal on Mcgee with 5:26 to go. So now 2 players on the Red Knights in foul trouble that I'm aware of. Mcgee with 4 and Kastner with 4, and both of them are in the game. And the shot off the rim, and the rebound, Massaquoi and Olsen just battling for it underneath. And the Red Knights are going to get the possession on that.
Red Knights here, Lumpkin in the lineup.
Wow, watch them go after that ball like a couple of piranhas. Boy, the fight in both these teams is palpable right here from side court. Now Bishop, and they've done a masterful job solving this full court trap press until almost right then. Oh, that pass, they're also dangerous. Now Olsen drives the lane, stops, pops, can't get it to go. Mistiming the rebound was Lumpkin, but it gets back in Olsen's hands. She decides to turn it back. Bishop with the head fake, drives the lane, short jumper off the back rim. And the ball ends up in the Stars' hands. That's number 42, Cassandra Carrick. Under 5 minutes to go, 53-50. In the corner, the quick shot blocked by Lumpkin, and it's gonna go in favor of the Red Knights. And Dan Wood disagrees, and I also thought that it went off a Red Knight, and they're gonna change it. And the referee did make the correct call there. You can judge for yourself. Oh yeah, she clearly got the ball. That's why it didn't make it there. Great defensive play there by Lumpkin. Defense wins championships, and almost all the time, unless you make a 3 like that from Cassandra Carrick, and that's a timeout on the court. We're tied at 53 with 4:45 to go. Cassandra Carrick The Warrior right here.
60-second timeout.
Kastner was a little late recognizing that. And Karen, sharpshooter from the outside, gets that to go. And now we're down here with a 1-minute timeout. Knights have 2 timeouts left in the match. Stars have 4 timeouts left. Scoring totals at this point: Olivia Olsen with 20, Lumpkin with 2, McGee with 7, Bishop with 8, and Kastner with 4, and for the Stars, Massaquoi just 9, no points in the second half. Red Knights have done a nice job keeping their leading scorer way below her 20-point average. And then number 10, Kira O'Rourke, just 1, no points, 1 foul, 31. That is Elizabeth Pierce. She's got 4. And then the big scorer, number 42, Cassandra Carrick, carrying the load here for the Stars with 21 points. But she's got 4 fouls as well. So there's a critical stat to watch, is these foul troubles. And now that I recognize that, if I am Mike Swan, I am driving on Cassandra Carrick and just get a foul on her and get her out of the game. I would just go after her. All right, now I drive on her, and just sooner or later, she's gonna foul you. Or she'll just have to back off, and then you're gonna get a great scoring opportunity.
Timeout for Holy Angels.
Now Holy Angels takes a consecutive timeout. So our clock still remains at 4:45. And this will allow me to remind people, whenever you're watching this, we are also going to be bringing the Benilde semifinal from the Benilde Gymnasium on Saturday, day after tomorrow at 3 o'clock. We won't be streaming live on YouTube, but you'll be able to find it on the ParkTV website or on YouTube. That should be a great matchup. I think they're playing Mount West Tonka in the semifinals. So both the boys and girls Red Knight teams this year have made marked improvements, advancing far in their respective sections in the high school playoffs for 2022. Life is finally back to seemingly normal after a 2-year pandemic we've endured. Now here come the Red Knights. Nice job breaking that press. Now McGee comes all the way in and forces it up there. I felt, and now the foul is going to be on Olsen over the back. Felt that a little bit forced there by McGee, just coming in, got a little too far under the basket, and then, oh, I don't know about that foul call. I didn't see that foul call at all.
At the line, shooting
Both teams are on the 1-and-1,
is Elizabeth
and boy, these foul shooting is critical. Well, one might say whoever makes the free throws from here on out is going to win this game. And there's the first one made by number 31, Elizabeth Pierce.
Pierce earned the bonus.
5'9" junior. That's her 5th of the evening. Clock stopped with 4:37 remaining. She gets that to go. And now the Stars have regained the lead. And it's been a while. Now Lumpkin gets it ahead to McGee, back to Bishop, and she'll run across the line right into the trap though, but beats it. Now underneath to Lumpkin, and her pass. Ill-advised. The Stars were waiting for it, and now they have the ball. 4:20 remaining, and the lead, 55-53. It is a heavyweight fight. That shot by Cassandra Carrick off the mark. Miss, ahead in the front court to McGee. McGee now pulls up. Olsen, she's gonna shoot that, isn't she? From 3-point land, and just misses off the rim. And Kastner, what a rebound with 4 fouls to boot. In the corner, she'll take the left-handed shot off the rim. Lumpkin mistimes the rebound jump. Now off, and a well heads-up play there by number 4, Kaylee Caron, the 5'8" junior. In trouble, bounces it off the leg of the Red Knight to keep the possession, and they have it now with 3:32 to go. That is Kira O'Rourke into the front court. Cross over to the left side to Grace Massaquoi. Love that name, Massaquoi. 3:33 remaining. Are the co-star of the Stars going into a bit of a holding pattern, and that shot off the side of the backboard. Now ahead, Olsen. Crossover dribble comes in and weaves her way, showing great athleticism. Ties it up at 55 with 3:15 to go. Olsen has 22 on the night, and the game is tied. 3 minutes to the state tournament right now. And the reach in for Kastner, and that's going to be it for her. Foul number 5. I don't know if she realizes it, or maybe I didn't see it right, but look at that beautiful fortitude by Olivia Olsen. And at the line, that's the other thing about these fouls. You're going to send the other team to the line with the clock stopped. And now Mike Swan calling over all his players. And I think we are negotiating the fact that it was her 5th. And I wasn't sure Swan was available, knew that.
In the lineup for the Red Knights.
Yeah, Kastner's out with 5 fouls. She finishes with 4 points, and she's played very well, getting all kinds of loose balls out there. Future's very bright for that young woman, for sure. Tough as nails on the boards. And now a free throw attempt here for Elizabeth Pierce off the rim. And boy, the rebounds are so critical. They're going to give the ball to Red Knights. Get it. Boy, it was sort of a crapshoot. Let's see if the replay can shed some light on this call. Yeah, it might have just gone off the left hand at my first glance at that replay. All right, we're tied at 55. 3:02 remaining. I'll try not to lose my voice. Bishop to Lumpkin, and she trips and ball's loose. Olsen saves it, and it went off. Massaquoi, what a brilliant play by Olivia Olsen. My goodness. Watch this. This could be the play of the night. Right here. Look at Olsen from out of nowhere. Saves it. Her foot is in bounds and puts it right on Sequoia's shoe, standing out of bounds. Amazing. Only one word for that play. Brilliant. Now she comes in with the left hand and gets it to go. That is miraculous. Olivia Olsen has 24, but that saving along the sideline might be the play that decides it. The shot from the outside by the younger Karen, off the mark. Mcgee draws the foul. She'll go to the line with a 2-point lead with 2.5 minutes to go. Red Knight fans are rabid here at the Chanhassen High School gym. And at the line is the young freshman, Kendall Mcgee. 1 and 1. These free throws are absolutely critical. You make the free throws, you win the game. When it's this close, 3-point lead. They can make it a 2-possession game with 2.5 minutes to go on this free throw attempt by Kendall Mcgee. And that's her 9th point. Big time by the freshman 9th grader, Kendall Mcgee. Her 9th point timeout on the court, 2.5 minutes to go. The enthusiasm of the Red Knight fans is unbelievable. What a show here. Chanhassen is kind of a drive out from Benilde. And they have brought the fan base for sure. They are excited about their girls basketball team, and they have every reason to believe it. They are just a minute away from the timeout, and there'll be 2.5 minutes to go, but that's an eternity. Timeouts left for the favor of the Stars. They have 3, and the Red Knights only have 1, so they're going to want to hold on to that and only use it when they really need it. You can see the emotion just looking over there. Brooklyn Miller, arms around her teammate. They are feeling it here. And there are some Star fans on the far side of the court. And the Red Knight student section is very admirable, showing all kinds of enthusiasm here. So good to see so many people having such a good time. Tournament time in March in Minnesota. We are in the thick of it. The boys hockey tournament's going on. Boys section basketball, girls section finals. State tournament on the line, 2.5 minutes to go. That is O'Rourke, the 6-foot guard. Looks down, almost intercepted by Lumpkin, and she did badly get it to Cassandra Carrick. And now she takes an off-balance 3-point shot, and I think it went off Olsen. That shot was so far off the mark, I think it shocked Olsen. As it went off her hand. I mean, that was a desperation shot. It missed everything, and it just hit Olsen's hand. No way she could have anticipated that. All right, 2:13 remaining, throw in, O'Rourke. Gets it into Cassandra Carrick. Carrick moves to her left. She's got 21 on the evening. Now to O'Rourke. She's only got 1 point. I don't expect her to shoot it. That's not her role out there. Karen will shoot it though, and it's off the rim. That was Forrest, Wells, and Mcgee. Now Mcgee dribbles between the defense, splits everybody. Now it's 3-on-1 underneath Lumpkin, and she gets that one. Can't get it to go again. Gets her own rebound, and the possession arrow faces Red Knights. My goodness. Boy, it's like she snake bit out there. If I were her, if they win this game, I would go to the gym and shoot 100 shots right there, right on that post, 100 of them from both sides. Just get used to getting it off that board underneath. She'd have 6 to 8 more points. All right, now throw in with a 4-point lead, 1:46 to go. Mcgee has it. Massaquoi on top of her. Tight perimeter defense. Are the Red Knights gonna wait to get fouled? They might. Lumpkin splits the defense and draws the foul, so that's the game we're playing. Red Knights in the driver's seat if they can make their free throws. Lumpkin, a chance to make up for those little misses underneath.
Double bonus, 2 shots for Lumpkin.
It's a double bonus, so she's gonna get 2 shots even if she misses the first. Off the back rim. Trying to put her team up by 5. Still a 2-possession game though, even if she misses this one. And she gets it to go. There's some nerves out there, and that is understandable. Now Massaquoi puts the crossover at the left hand off the mark. Wells with the rebound. And she spins out, passes it, gets it to Lumpkin. Lumpkin now back to Wells. They got to worry about the 10-second line, and they get it across to Bishop with 1:20 to go. Olsen now to the front court. She dribbles around. They don't want to foul her. Now Bishop, the 9th grader. Back out to Olsen. They don't want to foul her, and now they're going to have to with 1:10 remaining. 5-point lead. The number 2 seed Red Knights, having lost to the Co-Stars back on December 9th by 18 points. No, by 21, or no, 11 I should say, but still. Olsen misses that. Oh.
For the Stars, Ella Pritchard returns replacing Ewer.
Dicey. Big free throw here because then it's a 2-possession game, but they've got to hit 2 threes. And she gets that one to go. 6-point lead, the largest of the night with 1:09 to go. Now into the front court, the Stars. They've scored 90 points each of their last 2 games in these playoffs. Now O'Rourke drives. She never shoots. Now gets it to Pritchard underneath. Rebound to Lumpkin. And Pritchard comes in and gets the foul, a push. And that's going to be her 5th. Pritchard will exit the game with 55.6 seconds to go. 6-point lead for the Cardiac Red Knights here. They were down 6 at halftime, and there she is, not happy about it, and understandable. Ella Pritchard, a junior, she'll be back next year. This game is still far from over. Big free throws here, Sierra Lumpkin. She's not feeling very confident. She's got to be positive, but she is really doubting herself, and you can understand why. Missing a couple little ones. Let's see if she can come back, get this one to go, and she does. Just enough. 3-possession game. She did her job, and boy, on defense has Sierra Lumpkin been a star. Now driving, Cassandra Carrick gets it to go. My goodness, what a break. You know, they really should let those go. Let them have those 2-pointers. Then you get the ball back, they foul, and you play that game. Boy, that's a critical error in judgment. Not only do the Stars get the clock to stop, they're going to get a 3-point play. It's going to allow them to set their half-court trap defense. 50.7 seconds left, 2-possession game. She can cut it to 4 just like that. And she does. Karen, 24th point of the night for number 42, her number in reverse. Now Bishop, critical, get it ahead, and she does to Lumpkin, back to Olsen. Olsen almost dragged that pivot foot. 41 seconds, and oh my gosh. Oh my Lord. Olsen just got decked. Watch this. Oh, just a little push. But that pass was so dangerous. 39.3. They got it in the right person's hand, Olivia Olsen, and she takes the foul. And they're gonna call that a personal, number 4, intentional.
Intentional foul on number 4.
And I don't know if that means she's out of the game or what. 35.4 seconds remaining.
2 shots.
Two shots. A technical foul was the call on Kaylee Caron. Olsen, my goodness. Huge game here, and Red Knights are gonna storm this court if they can hold on for another 35.4. We'll be hanging around for the trophy presentation regardless, as Olsen gets that to go. They're up 6. A lot of game left here with 3-point plays and the kind of athletes that they have out there on this Stars team. And a timeout on the court taken by head coach Dan Woods. There he is. And they're still in this thing. It's just 2 3-point shots, and with the skill set of people like Cassandra Carrick with 24 big points on the night. Her normal average is 16.7. And number 2, their big scoring star, Massaquoi, has just 9 points, all coming in the first half. No points in the second half, and that is another big storyline should the Red Knights pull this game out. 36 seconds remaining in the timeout, and Dan Woods has lost a player, and so has Mike Swan. Kate Kastner got her 5th foul a few minutes ago, and now just fouling out a moment ago was Ella Pritchard, the 6-foot junior. And Dan Wood, okay, so that was a technical foul on those free throws by Olivia Olsen, so I think the possession is gonna remain with the Red Knights. So that means the Stars are gonna have to come out and foul and send the Red Knights to the line, and if they make their free throws, they're gonna win going away. They've gotta take care of the basketball, can't turn it over. This inbounds pass is going to be huge. And you wonder if the Stars are really gonna put pressure on the ball and try to deny that inbounds pass and either force the Red Knights to take a timeout or turn it over on the 5-second rule. Bishop now gets it into Olsen easily. 34.3 seconds to go. And Olsen gets the foul on O'Rourke, and that's good. They got a foul early. And just hope the Red Knights miss. At the line with 27 points on the night, Olivia Olsen. Having an Olivia Olsen night here, as I was mentioning. She's had 3 30-point performances in 12 of her past 13 games. And she missed a critical one there. But this one's even more important because it makes it a 3-possession game, and she's short. There's nerves from the sophomore, and the Stars got a chance. Driving is Cassandra in, and the rebound to Lumpkin, and she takes a shot in the face. And it is getting a little rough out there. And I'm not going to be judgmental, but the young number 4 letting her temper get the best of her. I thought this was a little dirty right in there, and just that, right, just out of our cameras, right there. There was the shot. That was an unnecessary, intentional shot. And now sitting down is Cassandra. And she just fouled out their leading scorer, 24 points. That's a killer for the Stars. As Cassandra Carrick has fouled out for the Stars. She's a senior. This is very likely her last minutes. Cheers over there, rightfully so. Now at the line. Off the back rim, Sierra Lumpkin, but boy, what she has done and contributed to this win is everything. Her rebounding underneath, incredible. She gets that one to go. It's a 3-possession game. Do not foul. Let them go in and do the layup. Off the mark, Lumpkin with another rebound, and she draws another foul. And they're up by 7 with 13.6 remaining. Could it be true? Are the Red Knights going to the girls' state basketball tournament? It would appear so. Lumpkin at the line. She's had a tough shooting night, but her contribution, as I just mentioned, is getting those rebounds. She's had a stellar rebounding night. And we're waiting on a substitution as fouling out for the Stars is number 4.
Number 34 is Vivian Carter at the line.
The other Karen, Kaylee Karen, fouls out along with her sister, I'm imagining. And now Lumpkin at the line, 13.6. As they push the lead to 8. And a timeout now by head coach for the Stars, and why not? Theoretically, this game is still in doubt. 66-58, 8-point differential, and even if they make this next free throw, it's a 3-possession game, but they've got to make 3 threes in a row. And if I'm Mike Swan, let them come down and shoot it. If they take 6-7 seconds to get that shot off, just let the ball go. 5 seconds to throw it in, game over. I can't imagine a set of circumstances that would allow the Stars to sneak this one out with such little time to go. But that's why we play. We're human beings, things happen. The only time I can remember a comeback that would be as remarkable as that one I'm imagining is when Reggie Miller did it for the Indiana Pacers in the early 90s against the Knicks. I think he stole the ball 3 times, ran out to the 3-point line and hit 3 threes with 9 seconds to beat the Knicks in Madison Square Garden. But that's the kind of heroic effort it would take. Now Lumpkin at the line for her second of 2. And she gets it to go. Now checking in.
Now the lineup for the Red Knights. Senior number 13 is
now a senior checking in, getting some minutes in the section final. Nice, classy move there by Coach Mike Swan. That's Claire Stanley, the senior. And now here they go as they roll it in. Clock underway with 13 to go. Into the front corner, Rourke. Now she drives and takes a shot blocked by McGee. She doesn't shoot all game, and now they give her the call. The Red Knights are starting to feel it here with 8.8 seconds to go. They were down by 6 at halftime. The big shot from the outside off the rim. 5 seconds to go. Fake by O'Rourke, jump shot made. Why didn't she shoot more with that good looking of a shot? And now a timeout with just 0.9 seconds to go. And he is asking for a little bit more time to be on the clock. But look at that nice shot there by Kira O'Rourke. She only had 1 point before that shot, as most of the scoring weight went to the Caron sisters. I wonder if O'Rourke should have been more part of the offense when I saw that nifty move. 6-foot guard, nice looking shot. Moved to her left, took the power dribble and popped it in there. But with a 7-point lead, all the Red Knights have to do is get the ball in, and that should do it unless they get a foul on them with 0.9 seconds. Let's see if they did add any time. It appeared to me that head coach Dan Woods was asking for that, and no, he didn't get it. 0.9. Full court press. Just get it in to McGee, and that should do it. There it is. The Red Knights are going to the state tournament from Section 6 in Class 3A. You never would have thought this at the beginning of the year, but this young squad of 2 ninth grade starters, 2 sophomores, and a junior are going to the state tournament. Boy, does the future look bright for this girls' Red Knight team. State tournament bound. I'll have to look up, Paul, when they were last in the state tournament for girls basketball. But they upset the Stars here from Chanhassen High School, 67-60. We're going to hang around for the trophy presentation. We will be, so stay with us here. And the players are coming over to the student section. Olivia Olsen. Wow. Unbelievable. The celebration is on here at Chanhassen High School. The Stars just scored 60 points, having scored 90 their 2 consecutive previous games in the playoffs. They scored a third less. Olivia Olsen gives her coach Mike Swan a big hug over there. Kids are on the court dancing. And they're going to St. Paul or Minneapolis. I don't know where they play these tournaments. They're all over the Twin Cities, either Mariucci or, no, not, is it Williams Arena perhaps, where 3A will be played. And maybe if they get to the championship, it goes over to the Target Center. I'm not quite sure. But it is amazing when you think about the lack of experience that this Red Knight team has, starting Olivia Olsen, a sophomore, Mackenzie Wells, a junior, Sierra Lumpkin, a junior, and 2 freshmen, a sophomore, and 2 juniors. They're all coming back next year. And with this experience at the state tournament,
this evening's awards ceremony will be conducted by
very scary team.
Section 6 3A representative from Richfield High School, Jared Ellerson, along with activities director at Benilde-St. Margaret High School, Jerry Pettinger, and activities director at Academy of Holy Angels, Michael Kastner.
There are the Stars over there. I'm sure they're very disappointed. They throttled their opponents in the first 2 rounds by 30 points. They were up at halftime by 6. And boy, you could just see the Red Knights were locked in right at the beginning of half number 2. And that save by Olivia Olsen, that really, I thought, was the clincher. That kind of effort can ignite a team.
Number 0 is Charlotte Henry.
So now they're announcing some of the Stars.
Number 1 is Ella Pritchard.
Ella Pritchard played very well. Number 1, 5'8", sophomore.
Number 2, senior co-captain Grace
Massaquoi. Didn't have the night she was hoping for, averaging 20, getting just 9. Red Knights did a nice job bottling her up for sure.
Number 4 is Kaylee Karen.
There's Kaylee Karen.
Number 5,
tough
Jenna
player,
Bauer.
mixing it up with Sierra Lumpkin late.
Number 10,
getting a technical foul.
Kira O'Rourke.
That's number 5. Jenna
Number
Bauer.
22 is senior Jane.
And there is O'Rourke with a nice nifty jump shot at the end, the point guard,
Anna
steady play.
Delsing.
Stars threw everything at the Red Knights with the full court trap.
Number 31, Elizabeth Pierce.
That is Elizabeth Pierce, 31, 5'9" junior. She'll be back next year. She had 6 points tonight.
Number 34 is Vivian Carter.
Vivian Carter.
Number 42, senior co-captain Cassie Carrick.
That is Cassie Karen, number 42. She had 24 points before fouling out late. Now the student managers. That's Carrie Wonka.
Josie Egan.
Josie Egan with a Z.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, when the captains come forward to please claim your second place trophy, the Holy Angels Stars.
And here come the captains to accept their second place runner-up trophy in Section 6, 3A.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd just like to take a moment for these 3 seniors. With today's game, they complete their high school basketball experience.
So these 3 seniors are being honored by the PA announcer here at Chanhassen High School.
And Cassie Carrick. Congratulations.
They had an outstanding year, their team going 21-6 on the year. The Red Knights go to 23-6. And they're going to have at least 2 more games in the state tournament. And now the Red Knights. A lot of fans still here.
Each member of the official squad receives a gold medal. Gold medals will now be presented to each
Now the
team
gold
member.
medals,
As I
Terry
call your name and
Pettinger,
number, please come forward.
the athletic director,
Number
will
0,
present the trophies.
Wilson.
And first announced,
Number 1,
through the lineup.
sophomore co-captain Olivia Olsen.
And there is number 1, Olivia Olsen, 27 points on the night.
Carter.
And now Lyra Carter. The first one announced was Isaiah Wilson, got the first medal before Olivia Olsen. That's Joe Lalos, a sophomore. Brooklyn Pettis. I thought she played some key minutes in that first half. A couple nice steals and rebounds. Jessica Dukowski. Senior number 13, Claire Stanley, got some minutes in right at the tail end. Lindsay Wells played unbelievably well.
Brooklyn Miller.
Brooklyn Miller
Number 22,
contribute some
senior
important minutes in
co-captain
half number
Lindsay
1.
Layton.
And Lindsay Layton also did.
Number
Settle the
23,
team down. Mike
Sierra
Swan
Lumpkin.
giving a hand there.
Number 25, Gretchen Pohl. Number 30, Kendall
Gretchen
Mcgee.
Pohl, Sierra Lumpkin. Kendall Mcgee bounced back from a subpar performance with 9 points
Number
tonight.
32, Mira Wismer.
Mira Wismer.
Number 33, Kate Kastner.
Kate Kastner.
Number 35,
Such a scrappy
Emily
player out there.
Niska.
She is tough.
Student managers,
Now Emily Niska.
Ivy Carubo.
And they're honoring the student managers, Ivy Carubo and Ava Mullen.
And Beth Heyman.
But our star of the game has to be Olivia Olsen, not only for her 27 points, but that save at midcourt. And here's the presentation of the trophy. Athletic Jerry Pettinger giving it to Lindsay Layton. And Olivia Olsen, Section 6 AAA champions. They're going to the state tournament.
Participation in this year's 6th 3A section tournament final.
So that'll do it from Chanhassen High School. So for Paul Broden, our producer, our camera operators, Leah and Alora, my name is Robert Christensen. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. The Red Knights are going to the state tournament. Have a great night.